Hey, I'm HisuianRyan from Pallet PvP, and I'm going to take you through a basic look at the Evolution Cup meta in just 5 minutes. Now, this is just a basic chat. If you want a complete breakdown of the meta with matchup analysis and team building ideas, I have a chat with GBL leaderboard player Lyle Jess III, which you can check out here. And in fact, we do this every Tuesday night. So we live stream it here on the Pallet YouTube channel every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. US Eastern Time. We're not doing it this week because the next meta is just all open cups, but whenever there's a limited meta around, so beyond that, we will be live streaming that. And we encourage you to check it out and join us because it's super informative and your input helps us drive the conversation. So anyway, let's look at the meta in a basic sense, and you've probably heard how big a deal Vigoroth is going to be. It's going to terrorize this meta. Check this out. This should tell you all you need to know. Every metric they can throw at us, the lowest that it's scoring is 94.2. This is a straight A student, guys. It's going to be everywhere, and your job is to find out how to counter it. There are 3 big ways that we found to counter a Vigoroth. The first, and probably the best, is Golbat. With the poison flying typing, it's double resisting those Vigoroth counters and just chipping away with Wing Attack and Poison Fang. The Shadow is ranked a lot higher than the regular, which is down here. That doesn't mean the regular is no good. It's just highly recommended to use the Shadow if you can wrangle it. The second thing that can counter a Vigoroth is your fighters, so Hakamo and Machoke. Machoke is literally the only thing in the core meta, which tells you how good Vigoroth is. Machoke is the only thing in the core meta that can beat Vigoroth with a 1-0 shield advantage, right? It's recommending Cross Chop here, which is a legacy move. I don't think you need it. Brick Break can do the job just fine because you're not actually relying on Cross Chop or Brick Break for your damage. That's just there to bait out shields so you can set up the Dynamic Punch later in the game to get the KO. Your third thing that'll counter a Vigoroth is your Razor Leafers. So particularly the Poison Razor Leafers like your Gloom and your Ivysaur. The problem with that and the fighters, both of them, is that they both get countered very hard by the Golbat, which is why Vigoroth and Golbat make such a nice core together. You would think the Ghosts are nice counters to the Vigoroth, but I disagree because Dusclops doesn't actually have anything to hit back with, right? If maybe Return, I grant you that, but other than that, it's basically the bulldozers from Vigoroth are just doing more than whatever Dusclops can throw back at it. And Haunter doesn't want to see any bulldoze, right? Get out of here with that bulldoze. You can overcome a Vigoroth with a flurry of Ice Punches, but it's difficult, and you're probably going to have to burn both shields to do it. The thing that I'm really looking at and really interested in is Alolan Graveler, because not only does that crush the Golbat, but it also beats Vigoroth in the 1 shields if you can successfully bait it with a Rock Blast and then set up that Stone Edge at the end, right? So I'm really interested in Golbat. You've got your Dragons. Zweilous is, it loses to Vigoroth because of that Dark typing, but it beats Golbat because of that Dark typing. So there's trade-offs there. You have to determine what you want to do with your Dragon. The Dragonair is a lot more of a generalist, and against the Vigoroth specifically, the more shields are in play, the better it is for Dragonair because of that Dragon Breath. The less shields are in play, the better it is for Vigoroth because of the Body Slams. So keep that in mind. You've got your Ice types. So Celio is really good against your Golbat and your Dragons. If you see too many Alolan Graveler around, then you can actually replace the Celio with a Piloswine. Doesn't do as well against a lot of the things that Celio does really well, but it beats the Alolan Graveler pretty handily. And Celio, actually, now that I mention it, has play against Vigoroth. It's got win conditions. You have to check the full breakdown to check out what those win conditions are. And finally, the Electrics. Charger Bug is interesting. You need Spark to beat Golbat, but you need Bug Bite to beat Vigoroth. Now, with either or, like, it's not losing too badly to the other one, but you've got to be aware of that. And we actually recommend Crunch as the second move. Magneton, Shadow version with Zap Cannon. You will have to check out the full video to see just how damaging a Zap Cannon from a Shadow Magneton can be. That's it for this meta. Good luck with your battles.